Coming up on Half Mile of Hell.
You know, everything's close, so it's going to be down to the wire.
I couldn't hold them anymore. Like, they just went.
They say everything has to turn to proof.
Well, this is the biggest night we've had in the last 10 years. This could be a matter of us running next year or retiring.
It's a big night. Pretty exciting. Now the pressure's on.
You know, if somebody happens to screw up, they're pretty much done.
Pack up and hit the road. Ride hard and play harder. Watch your back and don't give an inch. And whatever you do, don't make a mistake. Because you're about to ride the Half Mile of Hell. The chuckwagon season comes down to the final weekend for driver Jim Nevada. Going into the last event of the year, he is 24th in the world standings.
So now I am only 31 points out of Calgary. Yeah, 31 points out.
To qualify for next year's very lucrative and prestigious Calgary Stampede, a driver must finish the season in the top 22. At this point, the math gets very simple. 1 event, 4 races. Only 4 chances to pick up points.
So can I do it? Who knows? Do I care? I care a bit. You know what? I've been on the road since I was 13 years old and I've never had a summer at home, so I just need a break is what I need. I'm just tired. And then get yourself some fruit roll-ups or something. Hurry up! He's got to test you every time, don't he? Yep.
Whether he qualifies for Calgary or not, Jim's decision may ultimately fall to the needs of a 7-year-old boy.
I've had a lot of fun the last couple of days staying home and playing with Will, and I don't know, I've been smiling more. Not through the puddles. I think it's time to stay home and listen to what Will's got to say instead of go to the races and listen to what everyone's got to say. Whatever happens, happens. I ain't gonna lose any sleep over it.
In Red Deer, Alberta, the chuckwagon season will come to an end this weekend. The final event means different things to different drivers. Most have given up on the Dodge World title, conceding to the leader, Reg Johnstone.
Red's most likely is going to win the world, but so here we're just racing for, you know, points and some money.
But there's a handful of drivers whose place on the chuckwagon circuit may well be defined by these next 4 days. One of those drivers is Colt Cosgrave. In the world standings, Colt holds the final qualifying spot for next year's tour.
I just got to have a good clean show here and be there.
The 6 drivers at the bottom of the world standings will have to go to the qualifying runoff next weekend in Grand Prairie. There, they'll have to earn their spot back on the tour. If Colt slips up this weekend, he'll have to join them. Day 1 of the Dodge World Chuckwagon Championship begins where so many others have this season, in the mud.
It's rained here for 8 days, they said. It's been off and on. Mother Nature has been sometimes not the kindest to the wagon end of it, but there's definitely going to be a 4-day show here.
As Jim Nevada pulls into the Red Deer Fairgrounds, the gods of chuckwagon racing seem to be saying, stay home.
No, I couldn't turn in there. Getting sick of getting pulled into this.
Welcome, fans and friends, along the Chuckwagon Radio Network, wherever it is you're listening from, to...
In his fight to guarantee his spot on next year's tour, Colt Cosgrave will run alongside 3 other drivers with the same challenge. How he does in his heat will be a good indicator of how he's doing in the overall standings. On day 1, Colt draws the number 4 barrel, the furthest distance from the fast-running rail position, and likely to be his slowest time of the weekend.
There's a horn in there, off in a hurry. Good start right across the board. Colt Cosgrave, Drumheller Valley time comes out alongside of Shane Carter, the Kubota dealers of Alberta, and very side 3 wagons across the track. Urban Flat, Thick Thickavation trying to get into that rail position.
Colt finishes 3rd, 25th on the day. He moves up in the standings, but not enough to relax. Colt needs a big run, and he's going to get it. The biggest run of his life. After his first race in the Red Deer event, Colt Cosgrave hangs onto his spot in next year's Chuckwagon Tour. While Colt starts planning for tomorrow, Jim Nevada is ready to begin his quest to qualify for next year's Calgary Stampede.
We come out, we were 3 wide and almost 4 wide, so I went to the rail and got in the rail over here and run home. It's the best I could do. Didn't actually want to go to the rail, but had no choice.
It's a 26th place finish, not the result that will move him where he needs to go. 3 days remain, 3 more chances. With day 1 out of the way, some of the drivers and outriders clean up and head out to the country hotspot in Red Deer.
Hey, I'll make you a drink right here. This is your drink right here. What's the lovely ladies like?
Franco?
Yeah, guest bartenders in the back right now. Jason Johnstone, Colt Cosgrave, Kurt.
Colt enlists the help of drivers and outriders to serve drinks in the name of charity.
They are outriders. They're in the back.
This is something that kind of started a couple of years ago for, we get to pick whatever charity we want. They give us a case of whiskey and send us out and go at her.
Tonight, it's the Ty Tournier Memorial Research Foundation. Ty is the late son of chuckwagon driver Leo Tournier. At the age of 3, Ty passed away from a rare disease. Partiers tonight can whoop it up, knowing they're helping the foundation that bears Ty's name.
The folks go back there and support a really good cause.
That one right there. I need some more. I need that vodka. Give me that orange juice.
On day 2 of the Chuckwagon Championships, Colt Cosgrave is where he wants to be. He's on the number 1 barrel, closest to the rail, and it's time to put together a huge run. Shane Carter is another driver battling to avoid the runoff. Knowing how well his competitors are running, he's willing to take a huge gamble. This time, it's Jim Nevada's turn to help out a friend. Shane will drive 3 of Jim's horses, including his superstar, Champ.
Be good. Don't forget to talk to the old boy. Got him when he was 5 and he's 14 now. Be good.
Champ drives hard off the start, but he's unpredictable, which is why Nevada can't use him. Jim can't take the risk, but Carter has to. He needs the speed to battle Cosgrave. Colt Cosgrave makes a razor-sharp turn around his top barrel, but it's Shane Carter who gets the jump on the rest of the field.
Yeah! There's the boys. Out in front by 2 in the quarter lengths, it is Shane Carter. Kubota dealers of Alberta.
You can see them boys work? That's embarrassing for me.
As they hit the track, Cosgrave falls in behind Carter, who's well out in front. But as Jim Nevada heads back to his own barn, that lead evaporates.
Colt's got some run.
As the wagons come into the home stretch, Cosgrave leaves the others in the dust. When he passes the grandstand, Colt's smile says it all. He knows he's had a good run, but even he can't imagine just how well he did or how close he was to total disaster.
I ain't kidding you. Look at my handprint on that thing. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm going to look for my handprint right now.
On day 2 of the World Chuckwagon Championships, Colt Cosgrave needs a big run to secure his position in the top 30 drivers. His horses have delivered big time. Back at the barns, the excitement is electric.
Christ, they come running.
I couldn't hold them anymore. Like, they just went. Kind of swallowed my heart there, top barrel, but no, we got lucky and wheel team took me through. We about a quarter of an inch from smoking it, so we definitely got lucky there, that's for sure.
Colt now waits out the remaining 7 heats to find out if his luck will hold. In Jim Nevada's heat, everything goes right for the veteran driver. He wins the heat and picks up some much-needed points on the drivers closest to him. But as the drivers rein in their teams, points and standings are abruptly cast aside. An outrider is down on the track. Everyone holds their breath while the paramedics tend to the fallen cowboy.
Am I pinching or rubbing? The guy, Shawnee, got hurt. Calf rope. He got kind of run over there by another outrider.
Calf robe will be okay, but his injury leaves his drivers in a bind. So the remaining outriders scramble to cover.
I've been sitting on a movie set for 2 weeks, eating and doing jack. Sean had 5 heats. 6 is Jason Johnstone.
I got Neil and Ray, 8 and 9.
Can't think about it. Just can't. I mean, I hope he's going to be all right. I think he will be.
On here it says true.
Thank you, race fans. They tell me that he has responded positively to all the tests they have done on him. They think that everything's okie dokie, but for safety reasons, back to the hospital. Double check him on the big stuff. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
With the completion of day 2, Colt's mother, Tara, brings some great news to her son.
You'll run the 36A, so yeah.
I ended up second day money, so yeah, you can't really beat that.
Second place overall, and a wagon load of points.
Perfect.
I don't know how we can get any luckier there. We had some angels looking down on us tonight, boy.
Colt's Angel has a name, Outrider Rio King. At the start of the race, Rio throws the stove and chases Colt's wagon.
I ain't kidding you. Well, he's turning his top barrel, and I'm riding behind him. I'm looking at going, he ain't gonna make his top, right? So I just ran, put my hand on the edge of the wagon, pushed as hard as I could, and I probably moved the wagon like probably 5 feet, just swung it right out, and then he just missed it with the back up by that much. Otherwise, he'd have hit it.
The 5-second penalty for hitting his barrel would have taken Cosgrave from second place to last and ended his quest to make the top 30 right then and there.
Hey, Rio, you want a beer or anything?
I get free. I'm staying. I got the coach the whole winter class.
Instead, Colt is in great shape going into the final 2 days of racing. On day 3, Colt Cosgrave runs clean again. His horses are firing on all cylinders. At the barns, news from cousin Jason Glass is encouraging.
You're pretty fast. Anyway, the first heat was 122. It really took right in there, but you're clean and better and fast stuff. He's been driving great, and he had another pretty good trip tonight. He needs one more clean night and stay good in the average, and he should get in and stay in the tour.
It's tight. More good day.
Now, Jim Nevada needs the same kind of run.
Turns out, hole in the black to the top barrel and the charge is underway. They're all quick at the top and full wagons come to the track. Mike Biggin slow off the one barrel. Jim Nevada steals the rail off of two and Grant Profit right alongside of him with Lane McGilvery forced to the outside.
It's a one-wagon race, and the man in front is Jim Nevada.
They're not going to catch Jim tonight. Bell makes this one wire to wire. Clear victory by 2.5.
That was good. That's good. All good.
How good?
Should be a top 5.
Yeah, I needed that.
When the revised standings come out, Nevada pores over the results.
20.
So what's Grant at 9 what?
Grant is at 847, and you're at 829.5, so 17 and a half.
It's getting down to the nut cutting.
Yeah.
Jim discovers his 5th place run puts him in the final spot for next year's Calgary Stampede. All he needs is one more good race tomorrow, and he's in.
Well, I'm positive, but I ain't gonna start jumping for joy on it.
No, just be happy.
I am happy, but I'm realistic.
His plans are to take some time off. I just don't want him to. This is something that he's done for a long time. We've done for a long time. It's our life, and I certainly don't want him to quit. I'd miss it terribly.
My game face.
It's a bullshit face.
Say that out loud.
It's a bullshit face.
In the World Professional Chuckwagon season, an entire year of work comes down to one final day. Of all the sport cliches, one is especially appropriate. There is no tomorrow.
You know, everything's close, so it's going to be down to the wire.
There's a horn and they're off in a hurry. Shows the wind. Outriders mount up. Away with Barry Hodgson first into the lead. And he's got the overland route way on the outside now.
It's the start Colt didn't want. The 3 men with the best shot at ousting him from the top 30 are the 3 men right in front of him. If they get too big a lead, if they finish too far ahead, the points they earn may be enough to knock him out.
Look out, Colt Cosgrave, he's all dressed up, no place to go. He's trying to find a hole to get into, but Herman Flatt, 6th dimension.
Colt's horses deliver again. He finishes 29th and qualifies for next year's tour.
We're sitting good for next year. You know, horses are working great. So, no, hopefully we can leave these together and come right off bat, Grand Prairie next summer, and roll on.
We've talked about it as a family and as a group and with Will, and we've hashed out a few plans, but yeah, it's Jimmy's decision. He knows in his guts what he wants to do.
Situation is sitting on last spot to qualify for Calgary, last race of the year, coming down to the last run. Just go out and run. Might be my last race ever, you never know.
Well, this is the biggest night we've had probably in the last 10 years. This could be a matter of us running next year or retiring.
That's okay, you don't hurt that fat head.
Mike Biggin's going to steal it away from him right now. Barrels are up and Outriders are in hot pursuit. Grant Summer right here. Mike Biggin into that 4th turn. That's accompanied by a length and a quarter. And here comes Lane McGilvery. And Jim Nevada in the middle of the track. Grant Profit trailing, but the little Grizzly is digging in. He's growling for the finish line. Mike Biggin will get there by 3/4. Lane McGilvery 2nd. Jim Nevada rolls into be 3rd. And Jake Gowell then Grant Profit 4th over the wire. And he...
Race for 22nd, a lot more exciting now because
Now open that gate.
Mike Biggin picked up 2 seconds there, depending on how many drivers can fit in between his time and Jim Nevada's.
We did what we had to do, man.
Yeah, whatever happens, happens.
He's a good hugger, isn't he, Dad?
Yeah.
Do you know anything?
No, I think. Hello. Profit Mikey up. How much Mikey get me by? Yeah, I'm out. 2.5 points. Hey!
Yeah, sorry that
No way. You need the luck.
Oh, thanks.
Well, this is such a unique sport, eh? Your fiercest competitors are your best friends and stuff.
You know, I've worn my heart in my sleeve with this outfit, and Jimmy's as close a friend as I've ever had. We've made a lot of miles together.
I want some time off. This is perfect.
Pretty well what we said.
The Calgary Stampede is gone. But Jim has a new job, new responsibilities, a new outlook. He lets the word spread that, for now, he's leaving the road behind.
Well, you fat prick, you can still coming out, right?
I'm not doing that.
What?
Come on. Hey.
I'm glad you're happy.
Some big sponsor will come along someday and say, come back. Right? Right. Think of the good things.
Right.
How much time we get with Will now? Guess what we get to do all next summer?
What?
Fish.
Oh, yeah, baby, I love fishing.
No one who leaves chuckwagon racing ever really leaves it behind. Whether it's the sound of the horn, the thunder of the wagons, or the friendships that grow in the prairie twilight, it is a lifestyle that calls every summer. And the prodigal will always be welcomed back. It's the best of times. It's the worst of times. And it's the most outlandish of times.
It's the home of the biggest beaver.
It's the season finale of Half Mile of Hell. A look back at the 2005 World Professional Chuckwagon Association's Summer Tour. Don't miss this all-access, no-holds-barred, behind-the-scenes look at the wagon life.